We all want to succeed, and if you ask almost anyone how to get there, you will get a very predictable set of answers. The standard formula involves adding more to your plate. We're told to put in longer hours, acquire new skills, and build stricter discipline to optimize every second of the day. Yet, you likely know someone who has done exactly that, piled on the extra work and new habits, and still hasn't moved toward their goals. This diagram illustrates why. You can stack up all the skills, time, and effort you want on one side, but if weighed down by a massive anchor of psychological drag on the other, that effort won't lift you. Before moving forward, you must break that anchor. The vital question today is, what must you give up? Piling more effort onto a flawed foundation won't fix it, but real progress starts with strategic subtraction. The first thing that has to go is the illusion of safety, which usually takes the form of excuses. Saying, "I don't have the time," or "the timing isn't right," feels comfortable because it provides immediate emotional relief. But that relief acts as a paralytic. Excuses freeze you exactly where you are, ensuring your life looks exactly the same tomorrow as it does today. We lean on these rationalizations because human beings are deeply addicted to the familiar. Sticking to an easy routine feels safe. Think about the biology of a plant. A seed cannot become a tree by staying intact. It has to violently rupture its own shell and push through heavy dirt to reach the surface. Comfort and growth rarely coexist. Once you leave internal comfort behind, you run straight into external expectations. The urge to seek universal approval derails countless ambitions before they even start. When you try to mold your actions to please every person around you, you smooth out all the edges that make you unique. Eventually, you lose track of your own authentic identity. This leads right into the trap of comparison. There will always be someone further ahead on the path and someone further behind. Constantly measuring your progress against theirs drains your confidence and ruins the experience of your own journey. Reaching your destination requires tuning out the noise of the crowd and willingly trading your comfortable routine for the friction of actual progress. The third obstacle is our distorted relationship with time. Modern culture aggressively pushes the idea of overnight success, training us to expect instant payoffs for our hard work. If you quit because you don't see results in a month, you are fighting the basic laws of momentum. Rivers don't carve canyons in a weekend, and enduring achievements are built through slow, invisible compounding. On the other end of that timeline is the trap of looking backward. Many people drag their past mistakes, old injuries, and heavy regrets into every new situation. This timeline maps out how focus affects your capacity to grow. When you obsess over old narratives, you are physically routing your present energy backward into the past. Notice how doing this starves your future, causing it to shrink and fade. You cannot edit a single second of what has already happened. The moment you sever that backward flow and direct all your resources into the present, your future potential expands immediately. Real momentum happens when you stop demanding an instant future, abandon the ghost of your past, and force yourself to live entirely in the work you are doing today. But there is one final thing you have to let go of, and it is the most difficult sacrifice of all. You have to abandon your current identity. We build psychological prisons by defining ourselves with absolute statements. We say things like, "I am just not a disciplined person," or "I lack the confidence for that." Those words act like an iron cage. The distance between you and your goals isn't geographical or even based on talent. The gap is maintained by your tight grip on an outdated version of yourself. Real success occurs when your character finally aligns with the scale of your ambitions. You grow into the person who is naturally worthy of the life you've been chasing. Look closely at your own life right now. Pinpoint the specific excuse, the recurring fear, or the familiar narrative that is keeping you in place. The path forward clears only after you decide which parts of your history you are willing to leave behind. Once that weight is gone, movement becomes inevitable. Subscribe to MindShift Hindi to continue this journey.